G'day, boys. We need to talk. I didn't post yesterday. People are going crazy. People are rioting all through Australia. People are humping wallabies, doing a bunch of crazy stuff. And I just have to say, I just was lazy. I was lazy. I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday, but today's video is hopefully very good, so make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and let's go on the road to reaching the best Australian YouTuber status in the world. Well, I'm self-proclaimed, but I need your help. We're going to top Laserbeam, we're going to top Muse Elk, we're going to be the best. Now, the video today, I've been getting a lot of comments saying, hey, Krykee, what's this little lingo that you use? What's the Australian lingo? How do you interpret some of the things you say? Like, I know I say a lot, give me a didgeridoo, that's one. A dingo ate my baby, that's another. Different stuff like that, shrimp on the barbie. And I'm here to explain to you guys my lingo. And I'll basically be your dictionary for the Australian lingo. So let's jump right in. Now, the first phrase that I use a shit ton is wallaby. I call people wallabies. You probably saw on my stream, wallaby hunting in Fortnite. Basically, what a wallaby is, it's a little kangaroo. That's the actual definition. But how I use it as a substitute for calling people very offensive names. I could get very heated in the moment of Fortnite, and I see him, and I just call him a wallaby. And that's basically like saying, fuck you, little kid, something like that, in the Australian lingo. And with my accent, it makes it sound very, very smooth, like I'm not even insulting them, but secretly, I'm calling them a little wallaby, and you know what. The next phrase that you guys probably find very confusing is, a dingo ate my baby. And I know that sounds absolutely horrible, like, if you take it literally, but the only time you should take that literally is if a woman comes out of the woods screaming, a dingo ate my baby, then that's serious and you should get them help. But in my context, how I say it, a dingo ate my baby, that normally means you're overcompensating for something, mate. You know, the little 3-inch punisher down there, you're probably overcompensating if you say that. But if you say, hey, I bet you a dingo ate your baby, that means you're a horrible parent and you should go kill yourself, basically. I'm kidding about the kill yourself, don't kill yourself, but you know what I mean. It's an insult. The next phrase I use a lot is didgeridoo, and that can mean a variety of different things. It can mean the instrument I showed you on my first video, go check that out by the way. It could also mean the 3-inch punisher again, just like dingo ate my baby, except it's not overcompensating. If you have a didgeridoo, that's a great compliment. I really highly recommend complimenting your boyfriend by saying, hey, now you got a didgeridoo. Absolutely beguiling. And speaking of which, let's go to the next term. The next term is beguiling. You may be asking yourself, Krykee, in a lot of your videos, why do you use the term beguiling to explain everything? Like, oh, that wallaby over there is beguiling, etc. Well, the reason I do that is because beguiling's the best explanation of anything in the world. It can mean absolutely anything. If you're running out of terms to say, oh, that's amazing, that's crazy, that's beguiling. Beguiling means a combination of everything. It can also mean a giant cow turd, but I don't use it in that context. I use it basically in the amazing. Another term that really upsets me is shrimp on the barbie. Normally when people say that, they're just trying to do the Australian accent, like the stereotypical one, like, hey, shrimp on the barbie, kangaroos, wallaby. No, shrimp on the barbie means you're also overcompensating. It also means that you're a horrible Australian hater and that you should never visit the country of Australia, because we will attack you. With all of our wallabies, we'll get all the wallabies out there, we'll get the kangaroos, and we'll hunt you down if you say shrimp on the barbie on our territory. The next phrase is, you call that a knife. For example, where did I put it? Right here, this knife. And you say, you call that a knife. Now that's a knife. Now that was coined by Crocodile Dundee, one of the best Australians in the world. He was absolutely amazing, I loved him. And he said that there. And it's basically another term to say, oh, you're overcompensating. Clearly I have a bigger knife than you. You know, bigger knife. Anyways, that is what that means. But it can also mean a variety of different things. It could also be, oh, you're looking peachy today. You call that a knife. Stuff like that. Great describing word. It can also mean, oh, you got a big truck. Well, look at that truck. So you call that a knife. Now that's a knife. And you'll see a big truck or whatever. In Australia, big truck means you have a high status in the country. Another term that we Australians use, that you guys might use in the US and say it in a different context, is you're dancing at death's door. And normally that means that you're playing with life or death in the US. That's how they use it. They stole it from us. But how we use it is you're dancing on death's door. That means you're making us a nice barbecue dinner. Or it could mean you need to go feed shopping at any of the marts, or you need to pick me up something from Night Owl. Now that is what your dancing at death's door should mean. You US people, you guys stole the term and made it all bloody and death-oriented. Now stop using it that way and use it as, make me a barbecue dinner. Finally, another term that people see me use a lot is bloody. I say, bloody hell, mate. Bloody hell. A lot of bloody hells. Well, anyways, that means, oh my god. Or it could also mean you're actually gushing blood, like you got yourself a little gash right here and you're bleeding out and it's like, bloody! Because it's actually bloody. So don't get the two mixed up. That could be very complicated and it could result in someone losing a lot of blood. So make sure to use that term correctly, or else some bad things could happen. Same with Dingo ate my baby. Like, if someone actually had a baby that got eaten by a dingo, that would be very offensive, and I don't think that would be very kind to use in front of them. Now, the next thing that people get mixed up a lot is the Great Barrier Reef. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been scuba diving since I was 12. So yeah, Great Barrier Reef. Well, that's actually not a reef. The Great Barrier Reef is another term for smoking that Mary Jane. The Great Barrier Reef, you know, reefer, reef. The Great Barrier Reef is actually titled the Australian Dingo Underwater Place. But they decided to make it the Great Barrier Reef because a lot of people like going out there, smoking with them tortoises, finding sharks, going through the down under, like all the way down under. Yeah, so it's actually a term for smoking Mary Jane. I know a lot of you people probably didn't know that, but stop using it as the place where people go scuba diving, please. Thank you. The last term that you Americans stole from the Australians was croc. And you guys made it so much worse than it had to be. We call crocs these giant alligator-like beings, but they have a longer nose or something different than an alligator. So you call them crocs. That's what Steve Irwin said. And you guys ruined the term by making a little shoe with a bunch of holes on it. A little rubber shoe. And you guys ruined it. You absolutely ruined the most amazing term that Steve Irwin ever came up with. And I'm extremely offended because of that. And I really think that shoe brand should go to the Down Under and fight an actual croc. Let's pit them up against each other, the croc v croc battle, and we'll see who wins then. Please, do not use that term as a little rubber shoe with holes in it. Clearly, it is meant to be the giant alligator-like being that rips people apart and wrestles with Steve Irwin. Okay? Thank you very much. This has been the Australian Dictionary with your boy, Krykee. Now make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. We're going to be posting a lot more live stuff like this. We're going to be streaming every day, hopefully. Really sorry about the hiccup yesterday. I was just being a little bit lazy. I was sleeping with this wallaby over there. You know how it goes. Anyways, make sure to like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.